Hello students, my name is Omsuman Sinha. Hope you are able to see the board. So students, yesterday we have finished up to exercise 2B, and today we are going to start from the division algorithm. So without delaying the time, I am starting it. Division algorithm, the division algorithm for polynomials. Division algorithm for polynomial. Now we have earlier idea about this method, that is dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. We know dividend is equal to divisor plus into quotient plus remainder. Now this same thing will be happened in polynomial also. If we take a polynomial px as dividend polynomial qx as quotient polynomial, and gx as divisor polynomial, rx as remainder polynomial, then we must write that px equals to gx into qx plus rx. px can be written as gx into qx plus rx, where degree of rx must be less than degree of gx. So this is the division algorithm for polynomial. Hope you will be able to understood it. Next, here one examples is given in page number 79. Verify the division algorithm for the polynomial and find P2. What do you observe? Now here the verification is given, that is long division was done. Long division you have already learned in class 8. Now here the x, it is means x to the power 3x to the power 4 minus 4x to that should be divided by x minus 2. Hope you are able to see, and as a resultant here I am writing writing it here again, that x minus 2 and my dividend polynomial is 3x power 4 minus 4x cube plus 0x square minus 3x minus 1. So this is the dividend polynomial, this is divisor polynomial. So if we divide it, already the division is done. Next again I am doing it, that 3x to the power 4. So that means if we have to multiply here 3x cube. So 3x cube, that means 3x power 4 minus 6x cube. Next, we will do the sign change. Hope you are able to see it. Next, we will do the sign change. So this will be minus, this will be plus. This will be cancelled and this will be 2x cube minus 3x. There will be no term of the x square. So next, we have to take plus 2x square. We are getting 2x cube minus 4x square. This will be minus, this will be plus. So this will be cancelled and this will be coming, that is 4x square minus 3x. Next step, we have to multiply it by plus 4x. Plus 4x. So we are getting 4x square minus 8x minus, this will be plus, and next 1 should be coming over here. So this should be 5x plus 5x minus 1. Again, I have to multiply it by plus 5. Plus 5, I have to multiply it. And I will getting that 5x minus 10 minus, this will be plus, as a remainder I am getting 9. So this is my divisor polynomial. This polynomial, this whole polynomial is a dividend polynomial. Dividend polynomial. This polynomial is quotient and this is the remainder. Understand it? So now we have to verify, that is, this is means whether this multiplied by this plus this is coming this or not. Okay, so divisor polynomial, that is this is my gx, this is my qx, this is rx, and this is px. This whole polynomial is px. So as you can see that if you multiply x minus 2 with 3x cube plus 2x square plus 4x plus 5, if we multiply it first, then we will add 9 with here. So if you multiply it, what we get, that is, the first we multiply x with this, so we will getting 3x power 4 plus 2x cube plus 4x square plus 5x. Next, minus 6x cube minus 4x square minus, next we will multiply by minus 2, minus 8x minus 10 plus 9 over here. So now if we calculate, this will be 3x to the power 4, 2x cube minus 6x cube, that is minus 4x cube plus 4x square minus 4x square. That should be cancelled out. So there will be no term of 4x square. Now here plus 5x minus 8x, that means minus 3x and minus 9 minus 10 plus 9, that means minus 1. So we will getting px. So here the division algorithm is verified, that is gx into qx plus this is rx. 9 means the constant polynomial Rx, that's equals to, we are getting, that's equals to Px. Okay, so this is the verification. Hope you are able to understood it. Next here we have one theorem, one important theorem. The theorem is remainder theorem. Remainder theorem. So what is the statement of remainder theorem? Let Px be a polynomial. Px be a polynomial and it is of degree 1. Px be a polynomial of degree 1 and degree 1 or more, maybe, or more. Px be a polynomial of degree 1 and more, and let alpha be any real number. Alpha be any real number. If Px divided by alpha, if Px divided by alpha, sorry, Px divided by x minus alpha, then remainder will be P alpha. Remainder will be P alpha. Without actual division, we will tell that remainder will be P alpha. Now, how this comes? How this is the remainder theorem. This is the remainder theorem. The statement. This is the statement. This statement. Next, come to the proof. Now, what is the proof of proof is also is in your syllabus. The remainder theorem proof. Now, Px be a polynomial of degree 1 or more. Px is a polynomial. Px be a polynomial of degree 1 or more, and x minus alpha is my divisor polynomial, that is taking x minus alpha as gx, and let the quotient polynomial be qx and remainder polynomial be rx. We are taking that. So by division algorithm, Px, that's equals to x minus alpha into qx plus rx, where degree of rx is less than degree of x minus alpha. Now, here we can see that degree of x minus alpha is 1. Degree of x minus alpha, that's equals to how much? 1. So definitely the degree of rx that must be less than 1. Understand? That means now less than 1. That means degree of rx will be how much? 0. So degree of rx would be 0. So rx is now degree of rx is 0. It is possible only when rx be a constant polynomial. That's why the degree is 0. So rx is a constant polynomial. Rx is a constant polynomial. R is a constant polynomial. Now we can write it again. Px equal to x minus alpha into qx plus r, since it's a constant polynomial. Now putting x equal to alpha both side of 1. This is my equation number 1. X equal to alpha both side of 1. If we put x equal to alpha both side of 1, we are getting that p alpha equal to, in the place of alpha, x, we will take alpha minus alpha into qx plus r. So from this line we will getting, or we will write it here, from this line it implies that p alpha equal to r, means the remainder will be p alpha. Understand? So this is the statement of remainder theorem and proof of remainder theorem. Now here the illustrative examples are given in first example. In first example, without actual division. Now as you can see, I am taking example number 1. Example number 1 of page number 79. Example number 1, page number 79. R.S. Agarwal. PG1, PG 79, page number 79. Here it is given that the polynomial is given px, that's equals to 3x power 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1. This is my dividend polynomial, and my divisor polynomial is x minus 2, that is gx. Gx equals to x minus 2. Now I have earlier shown you that by dividing this polynomial by this polynomial, we will getting the remainder polynomial, that is rx equals to 9. But that was by actual division, and the actual division is also given in your book in page number 80. So now we will apply remainder theorem here to getting the remainder value or remainder polynomial, remainder without actual division. Now here look, x minus alpha, that is equals to x minus 2. So here alpha is equals to how much? 2. Now we have to find the value of P2. So P2 means 3 into 2 power 4 minus 4 into 2 cube minus 3 into 2 minus 1. What was the remainder theorem? If Px be a polynomial, we divided by, just remind the statement of remainder theorem. If Px be a polynomial which should be divided by the polynomial x minus alpha, then as a remainder we will get p alpha be the remainder, and we have earlier proved that. So here P2, we have to find the value of P2. Now here this is equal to 3 into 16 minus 4 into 8 minus 6 minus 1 minus 4 plus 48 minus 32 minus 6 minus 1. That means 48, this would be minus 39. So as a remainder we are getting 9, and here also by actual division we will getting the remainder as 9. So the remainder theorem is verified here. So if we have to find the remainder when a given dividend polynomial is divided by any 1 degree polynomial x minus 2 or x minus 3 or x plus 3. When I'm taking minus here, I'm taking plus sign here. Now if it is told that find the remainder when px is divided by gx equals to x plus 3, then we have to find p of minus 3. Means whenever I am taking minus sign here, here will be plus sign, and wherever there should be plus sign here we will take the minus sign. So p of minus 3. So p of minus 3 means again I am putting the value of minus 3 over here. We will get the remainder. We don't have to do the long division method. Understanding? The long division method don't have to do. That's why this theorem is invented. I suggest you to go through the example number 1 in page number 79, example number 2, next example number 1 in page number 81, example number 2 in page number 82, example number 3, 4, example number 5, example number 6, example number 7, example number 8. Okay, example number 8, all of these examples. And if you have any problem in any examples, then you can tell me. I will make you understand. Next, come to the solution, the exercise. Means exercise 2c. Exercise 2c. By actual division, find the quotient and the remainder when x to the power 4 is divided by x minus 1. So we have to do the actual division method. Means we have to divide x power 4 plus 1 by x minus 1. Hope you are able to do it. If you are not able to do, then tell me, I will help you. Now actual division, without actual division, so here x to the power 4 plus 1 that is x minus 1, x power 4 plus 1, which will be divided by x minus 1. So we will getting here x cube. So that's equals to x power 4 minus x cube. I am writing minus x cube. This is minus, this is plus. So we cancelize the x cube plus 1 plus x square. That means x cube minus x square minus plus x square plus 1 plus x, that means x square minus x minus plus x plus 1. Next we have to take 1 over here. So we are getting x minus 1 minus, this will be plus, this will cancelize, and this will be 2. So without actual division, we will getting, without actual division, this is the quotient polynomial, this is quotient qx, and this is the remainder, not rx, only r, because it's a constant term. Now we have to verify the remainder for f1. Now f1, verify the remainder for f1. For that we are taking fx equals to x power 4 plus 1, fx to this polynomial, then f1 is equal to 1 power 4 plus 1 means 1 plus 1, that means 2. So my remainder is coming when this polynomial is divided by x minus 1, remainder is coming 2, and by actual division also my remainder is coming 2. So it is verified. Hence it is, we will write that, hence verified. Hence verified. Next, verify the division algorithm for the polynomials. We have to verify the division algorithm for the polynomial this. So this division algorithm is quite similar, means this question is quite similar to question number, example number 1 in page number 79, example number 1. So I suggest you that you try it. If you have any problem, then tell me at the class. In today's class, I will solve it. Okay. Next come to question number 3. Question number 3 is given. Next come to question number 3. Now question number 3, px is given. Px is given x cube minus 6x square plus 9x plus 3, and gx is given x minus 1. We have to find the remainder. So px equals to this and gx equals to x minus 1. So my remainder should be p of plus 1. Okay. So that's equals to 1 cube minus 6 into 1 square plus 9 into 1 plus 3. That means 1 minus 6 plus 9 plus 3. That means 13 minus 6. That means 7. So 7 should be the remainder. Hope you will able to understand. Similarly, I am finding another remainder, that is I am doing next question number. I am going to question number 6. Next come to question number 6. Now here px is given. Px equals to 2x cube minus 9x square plus x plus 15, and gx equals to 2x minus 3. So using remainder theorem, when we have to find the remainder. Now for finding the remainder, I'm writing here, for finding the remainder, gx equals to 0. That means 2x minus 3 equals to 0. That means x equals to 3 by 2. So now we have to compute the value of p of 3 by 2 for finding the remainder. That's equal to 2 into 3 by 2 cube minus 9 into 3 by 2 square plus 3 by 2 plus 15. That means 2 into 27 by 8 minus 9 into 9 by 4 plus 3 by 2 plus 15. That's implying this would be 8. This would be 54 minus 80 minus this. If we calculate it, we're getting 162 plus 12 plus 120. So from here we are getting, if we add this 120 with 12 with 54, 186. We're getting 186 minus 162 by 8. That's equals to 24 by 8. That's equals to 3. So my p of 3 by 2, this will be the remainder, and this will be the remainder, and this is the answer. Okay. Thanks for watching.